Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news now. Folks, buckle up because what I'm about to tell you might just be one of the most explosive rumors we've heard in recent years regarding the Giants. We're talking about a potential blockbuster trade that could completely reshape the Giants' offense, and honestly, the entire NFC landscape. Reports from Diana Rossini at The Athletic, dating back to January 2026, suggest that a mega deal is in the works, one that could send Justin Jefferson from the Minnesota Vikings to the New York Giants. And yes, you heard that right, Justin Jefferson, one of the most dynamic wide receivers in the league, potentially wearing the Giants' blue next season. Now, before you get too excited, let's break down what this would mean. The Vikings, after a rough 9-8 season and dealing with some roster challenges, are reportedly looking to shed some salary cap space, around $25 million, to focus on rebuilding their offensive line and nurturing younger receivers like Jordan Addison. They're also prioritizing protecting their quarterback and addressing their defensive struggles, which allowed an average of 23 points per game last season. With a cap hit of around $35 million for Jefferson, the Vikings see this move as a way to free up space and focus on their long-term rebuild. Meanwhile, the Giants, dealing with the unfortunate injury to Wan'Dale Robinson, who's expected to miss the entire 2025-26 season due to broken ribs, are desperate for a true game-changing WR to elevate their anemic passing attack. Right now, the Giants are averaging just about 210 passing yards per game, which simply isn't enough to threaten defenses or open up their run game effectively. Adding a player like Jefferson could be the spark they need. His 2025 season was nothing short of spectacular. 92 receptions for 412 yards, ranking second in the NFL, and 10 touchdowns. His PFF grade of 98, EPA per target of 0.33, and YAC of 512 yards show he's not just a deep threat, but also a versatile receiver who can make plays after the catch. And let's not forget, he has a proven track record of big plays, 18 catches of 20-plus yards in 2025, leading the league in explosive plays. His route running is elite, at 61 and 195 pounds with blazing 4.43 speed, making him a nightmare matchup for any defense. His career stats are equally impressive, nearly 6.0 receiving yards, 38 touchdowns, 4 Pro Bowls, and 3 All-Pro honors. He was the Offensive Player of the Year in 2022, and his route running is considered one of the best in the league. He's a Julio Jones prime clone, great hands, elite deep accuracy, 55%, and a knack for forcing missed tackles with 22 in his recent season alone. The Vikings, on the other hand, are looking to rebuild their defense and prioritize youth on offense, especially with Addison developing into a legitimate threat. They see Jefferson's sizable cap hit as a barrier to their future plans and are willing to move him if they get a good return. And here's where the Giants fans should get really excited. If this trade happens, the impact on the Giants' offense could be immediate and electrifying. Pairing Jefferson with the emerging receiver Jabbar Robinson, who is expected to step into a bigger role following Wan'Dale's injury, creates a dynamic duo that defenses will struggle to contain. This move could boost the Giants' expected points added per pass by around 20% with the addition of Jefferson, especially when combined with Robinson's potential. Think about it. Jefferson's ability to stretch the field and make contested catches opens up everything underneath. It would also force defenses to respect the Giants' passing game, which has been their Achilles heel for years. With Jefferson in the fold, the Giants could see their offense jump from being one of the bottom-ranked units in the league, around 30th in yards, to a top 15 offense virtually overnight. This not only makes the Giants more competitive, but also transforms their game plan. They could unleash a more balanced attack, with Saquon Barkley still leading the run game, but now with a much more threatening passing attack that keeps defenses honest. The addition of Jefferson could also open up opportunities for a player like D. Eskridge or other emerging receivers, as defenses will have to double Jefferson, leaving room for others to shine. And let's talk about the big picture implications. If the Giants acquire Jefferson, they instantly become playoff contenders again and could even see their odds to win the Super Bowl skyrocket. FanDuel's odds currently list the Giants at +6-0, but with Jefferson, those odds could improve significantly, maybe down to +2, 500 or even +2-0. Historically, adding a receiver like Jefferson is a game changer. Remember when the Bills traded for Stefon Diggs in 2020? That move elevated Josh Allen's game and helped lead the Bills to the AFC Championship. Jefferson could have a similar impact on the Giants, especially in the postseason. In fact, Jefferson's postseason stats are eye-popping. Over 200 yards in his career, so he's proven to be a playoff beast. His ability to break zones, find soft spots in defenses, and make plays in clutch moments could be exactly what the Giants need to finally make a deep run. The move also has strategic implications for the NFC East. The Eagles and Cowboys are formidable rivals, but if the Giants land Jefferson, it shifts the balance of power. The Eagles' secondary, which struggled at times last year, would have a nightmare trying to contain a Jefferson-Robinson duo, especially considering the Giants' improving offensive line. The Cowboys, known for their secondary and pass rush, would also have to account for the deep threat Jefferson brings. This could open up opportunities not just in the passing game, but also in play action and quick strike scenarios, helping the Giants keep pace with their division rivals. Of course, all of this hinges on whether the trade actually happens, and there are still questions. Will the Vikings accept a package of draft picks that satisfies their rebuild plans? Will the Giants be willing to part with extra draft capital to secure a player of Jefferson's caliber? Given the Giants' recent history of aggressive moves, like trading up for Evan Neal and bolstering their roster in recent drafts, they seem poised to go all in if the opportunity is right. The NFL trade deadline is approaching, and the league is buzzing with speculation about what the Giants will do. If they pull the trigger on this deal, it could mark the beginning of a new era for the franchise, a true shift towards elite offensive power. Now, I want to remind you all to stay tuned, because this story is far from over. The Giants are known for their bold moves, and a trade for Jefferson would be a statement to the league that they're serious about contending again. The NFC is wide open, and with a player like Jefferson, the Giants could be the team that surprises everyone in 2026. The excitement is building, and I can't wait to see how this all unfolds. Whether it happens or not, one thing is clear. If the Giants manage to land Jefferson, it's going to be a game changer, and the entire league will be watching. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest New York Giants news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick, and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Looking ahead, the Giants are approaching a critical phase of their offseason. The trade deadline is just around the corner, and the front office, led by Joe Schoen and Brian Daboll, are likely weighing their options. If they decide to make a push, acquiring a player like Jefferson would send a clear message that the Giants aren't content with just rebuilding. They want to contend now. The coaching staff would have to integrate him smoothly into their offense, but given the talent and the chemistry he's shown with quarterbacks like Kirk Cousins, there's every reason to believe he could adapt quickly to Daniel Jones' style. And don't forget, Daniel Jones has shown flashes of brilliance when he's given the right weapons. With Jefferson stretching the field, Jones' ability to extend plays and find open receivers could reach new heights. It would also provide the Giants with a true deep threat, something they've lacked since Odell Beckham Jr. left the team. The offensive line, which has been improving under new coaching, could finally have the protection it needs to give Jones the time to connect with Jefferson downfield. All these factors combined make this trade not just a fantasy scenario, but a real possibility that could elevate the Giants from decent to elite in a matter of months. For the fans, it's a chance to dream big again. To think about playoff games at MetLife with Jefferson making highlight reel catches, and the Giants climbing back into the conversation as serious contenders. The NFC East is shaping up to be fiercely competitive, but with this kind of upgrade, the Giants could be the team no one wants to face come January. It's a thrilling time to be a Giants fan, and whether this trade happens or not, it's clear that the franchise is on the verge of a new chapter, one filled with hope, high-powered offense, and a shot at finally bringing that elusive Super Bowl back to New York. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster? Would you trade multiple picks for Jefferson? Do you believe he can take the Giants to the next level? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Giants as a whole. Stay tuned because I'll be back soon with more updates, analysis, and breaking news. The offseason is heating up, and the Giants are right in the middle of the action. The future looks bright, and I can't wait to see how it all unfolds. Thanks for riding along, and as always, let's keep the passion alive, Giants fans. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and TO, the New York Giants. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest New York Giants news.